What up, what up, what up, what up? You can cut sports if you want, but over here it's uncut sports. We're going to talk a little bit about LeBron and his recent social media post that he put up. Basically saying that he's going to get off social media. His exact quote is, "And with that said, I'll holler at y'all. Getting off social media for the time being. Y'all take care." And he put up the deuces and put the crown behind that. LeBron James says goodbye to social media. This is hilarious in my own humble opinion. Because one of the things that LeBron James fans brag about is how LeBron has been able to accomplish all the things he's accomplished in this current social media era, where the news travel fast within the blink of an eye. Something happens, boom, it's all over the world. And a lot of you guys, a lot of you Bron fans, a lot of you Dancing and Diddy Oil fans, LeBron fans, it's one of the things you guys hold on to. How he can navigate in this current world of social media and being within a finger's touch of communicating with people all over the world, communicating with fans all over the world. You can communicate with these stars and professional athletes within pulling out your smartphone. Well, obviously, and a lot of us have already known that LeBron is mentally weak. He's not as adaptive as you guys put him out to be. You guys say that he is. Obviously, he's not taking to social media so, forgot the word I want to use, but obviously he's not dealing with it as embracingly as you guys claim. And this is, in my opinion, this is one of the reasons why he's getting off. And I'm willing to bet you anything you want to bet. A lot of his running from the internet right now has to do with what people are saying about his son, Bronny James. About his lack of skills. About him being gifted the opportunity that he has right now. About him just flat out not being good enough to play in the NBA. And the only reason he's there, and we all know it, is because of his last name. And a lot of people, all of a sudden you don't have a problem with nepotism in any aspect of life and society until it directly affects you or someone you care about. Then all of a sudden you will have a problem with it. But as long as it's your king, as we call him, you see no problem with this. Meanwhile, a guy like Quincy Olivari down in G League is tearing it up, but you don't hear anything about him because, mainstream sports media don't want you to hear anything about him because it's blatantly obvious when he was on the Lakers professional team, he was outplaying Bronny James by a mile. They don't want the spotlight to be on a situation of, why did y'all send Quincy down to the G League? Well, y'all could have just not, if you're going to draft Bronny, you could have just cut Bronny because he's just not good enough. You gave him a chance. You opened the door for him based off of his last name. He got the chance, and he showed you exactly what he is, a straight up bum on the court. He's a bum on the court. And a lot of this can be attributed to his father, LeBron James. Because from what I understand, Bronny is a pretty good gamer. Whether it's, I don't know if it's Call of Duty or GTA 5 or whatever, he's pretty good at that. Sounds like that is his true passion. Why not foster that? Because nowadays you can monetize being a good gamer. You can become a multi-millionaire being a good gamer, a good streamer. So I'm not understanding why that was not prioritized. we all see. It's the vanity of LeBron James. He wanted this to happen so that he could have something else to put in his coffer of as far as an accomplishment. See, it's not. It didn't matter what Bronny did on the court at all. This whole thing was manufactured for LeBron. LeBron did this so that he would look a certain way. Bronny, in my opinion, I think he's just going along for the ride. Like, he kind of wanted it, but not really. See, he doesn't have that dog in him, that starving dog, and you finally give him a bone with just a little smidget of meat on it, and that dog grabs that bone and he rips it to shreds. Bronny doesn't have that mentality when it comes to being a professional basketball player. He might have it in the world of streaming, though. See, that's the thing. See, he's wasting his time doing something that he kind of likes. He likes basketball. He might even love basketball, but he doesn't have that what it takes to be a professional basketball player. That built-in obsession with being great, being the greatest to ever touch a basketball. When you get on that court, the mentality that, you know what, I'm going to demolish whoever my opponent is. For the time, for these 48 minutes that I'm out on this court, it's beef with this team. I don't like none of these dudes. I'm out here to destroy these dudes. I'm out here to rip the heart out of these dudes. He doesn't have that. He doesn't love professional basketball that way, in my opinion. It just doesn't seem like it. He might have that in the video game streaming world. He could possibly be the greatest of all time in the video game streaming industry. Yet right now he's just wasting his time in the NBA, fulfilling the vanity of his father, LeBron James. This is LeBron's fault. And it's actually trickling down to a more serious problem, because the NBA was losing viewership already because of the soft calls, the softness. You can't even stare at a player too long without getting a technical foul. Then Adam Silver thought, so well, it would be a great idea to have a mid-season tournament where, the first time they had the tournament, guys were playing a little bit harder, but you got to think you're measuring that against how they usually play during the regular season. A lot of times, a lot of these guys just coast through the regular season because in their own mind, 82 games is too many games, it's too long. But they don't want to subtract games, because if you subtract games, then you got to subtract the salaries that they make. They don't want that, so they want to make more money and play less. Where they do that at? And a lot of these Bron fans, these Diddy oil dancers, agree with that. They should be able to play less games. They're the most athletic, the most explosive, they're the most skilled players of all time. Yet they get hurt the most, and they play less games. And, asking these guys to play 82 game seasons, it's like pulling teeth from a rabbit. Gotta catch it first. It's ridiculous. Now, this dude talking about, I guess I'm going to get off social media because he can't take the heat. The kitchen is boiling the corns off his bunions. And that's crazy. I mean, it goes deeper to like a celebrity thing, but these professional athletes are falling into that realm also. Dude, we don't care if you leave in social media. If you're going to go, just go. Just like the celebrities is talking about, if, certain people get elected, I'm going to move out of the country. Who cares? If that's how you feel, just do it. I mean, You have the right. You're an American. I mean, it's your choice. Do it. You don't have to announce it. Nobody cares. And LeBron, nobody cares if you're on or off social media. Other than the DDOO dancers, aka the LeBron fans, I'm sure they care. So I guess he's talking to them. But this whole thing is turning into a mess because with this new lucrative deal that the NBA has signed, the way that the numbers are plummeting and they're hemorrhaging fans, this is going to be a one and done because the next negotiations is going to be for far less because a lot of fans were already in the cutting the cord era, and a lot of that money that the NBA made was due to past numbers that they had pretty good numbers when cable was still the dominant force as far as the industry is concerned. Streaming has eclipsed it, but the deal probably was already on the table. And the way they losing fans, because fans look at the NBA now, because me, myself, the NBA was like 1A, I guess you could say. The NFL was always number one with me. The NBA was 1B, I guess you could say. Like right there. It's like, I didn't love it as much as the NFL, but it used to be like right there. Now I can care less almost. I mean, the only time I watch the NBA now, most of the time, I watch it for like different stories and like, if I'm gonna do some content and I want to speak on like a game specific matchup or something that's going on with the player or a team, this and that, then I'll watch it. But overall, like for my personal viewership, like the playoffs would be more where I focus more of my energy and time, because in the playoffs, at least, they do try. Players seem like they play harder, in the playoffs because they're trying to get to that ring, But the overall, just neglecting the regular season and fans paying their hard-earned money, they might want to see a specific player, only to get there that night and realize, oh, okay, this player is out. This player is not going to play tonight, so I spent all that money for nothing. And a lot of fans ain't going for that anymore. It's turned off a lot of fans. It's pissed off a lot of fans. And the numbers are reflecting it. There's being a shift in the dynamic of how people view sports now. And the NBA is learning the hard way, and they're learning at a rapid rate. The problem is that rapid rate is the hard way. They're not realizing it's going to turn out bad for them. And they're going to realize when they try to negotiate with these streaming services again. Because it's going to be looked at like, hold up, fans are not that interested in the NBA anymore. And a lot of that has to do with the Lakers being overly promoted, and then the nepotism promoting a player who blatantly does not deserve to be in the NBA at all because he's a straight bum. He's trash. And everybody's scared to say it. You're scared of LeBron and this and that. Like, okay, whatever. I'll say it. I don't give a damn. Bronny James is trash. Garbo, a.k.a. garbage. He's Garbo. And a lot of people are seeing it, can see through exactly what's going on. So, LeBron getting online, talking about you're leaving social media, for the time being. And that's another thing. He is so vain. Even he knows he won't be able to be gone for too long. See, what it is his little feelings is hurt because everybody is coming out saying that Bronny is trash, which is true. He's Garbo. And everybody knows it, and now LeBron's little feelings is hurt. Well, suck it up, dude. Nobody cares about your damn feelings. And you taking up roster spots too, just like your son. you ain't winning no championship again unless you attach to somebody's coattails and they drag you across the finish line, which is exactly what you're trying to do with Anthony Davis because he's clearly the best player on the Lakers. And right now, you are the dead weight that's holding him back. And it's all a trickle-down effect. And this is why the NBA is losing numbers the way it is. So, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the description box down below. I'll get at y'all later. Uncut Sports, no feelings, and we out.